Ooh, sorry about that. I had to go to the restroom and rest my my bladder and stuff. Yeah, okay. How are we all doing tonight? Okay. Back to Two Builders, Two Tools. So, this section of stone and junk probably doesn't look exactly the most familiar, but oh my god, it's the arena shooter that we designed yesterday. Ah, shite. Hate falling. It's so easy because all the gaps in the rock and stuff. Oh well. Thank you to QSMK for helping. He's been a champ, a real trooper, digging out that stone. Try to get this place as lit up as possible just because it's a nightmare if you don't. But yeah, whole place is turning out pretty good. Obviously, It's just the demolition phase. There's really nothing here yet, but, you know. Did bro piss out a gallon? Yes, that did happen. I'm not gonna lie. It had to all come out, you know? I don't know what else to say. It had to all come out. And I'm very happy that it did, because oh my god. It was weird. I didn't feel like I needed to pee that badly. And then suddenly I was on the pot, and I was like, oh my god. And other things started trying to come out, and I was just like, oh my god. Yeah, it was a mess, but a negotiable mess, all the same. Hey, Copperator, welcome. Hey, Top Hat. Hey, Link. Oh wow, Link, where you been? It's been a hot sec. Glad to see you back, Link. Now then, I'm just trying to light everything up to make sure no annoyances spawn. This whole project is very, like, it hinges on us not being bum-fizzled by angry skeletons and zombies. About the portal? I mean, what's there to talk about? This I Drink Plastic guy found a nether portal that was glitched. It's just like nether portal blocks by themselves. That's it. Like, there's not much else to say on it. I don't know the validity of that, and I don't know how useful that is. Two of them. Oh, yeah, two. One in the nether, one in the overworld. Have you tried I Drink Plastic? Have you tried putting blocks next to the nether portals to see if they get, like, interrupted or something? I know if you give them an update, they might vanish. There's clearly a method for making them. There's no way in hell that those broken nether portals have existed there for any really long length of time. Like, that's something that would be way too easy to just destroy. So, like, there's no way that it is what it seems to be. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, good evening, Swisher. Mostly, I've just been digging. But then break it. Yeah, it would break it. It would definitely break it. You're not wrong. Ah, damn it. Okay, time to put blocks at foot level so that I can fucking walk around and mine. Mine while I diggy hole. Whoa. Come on, bounce. Fuck. Oh, I hope Elytra Bounce never goes away. Now then. There we go. Don't break Liquid Rain's heart. Oh, I'm sorry, Liquid Rain. The portal will die if he does that. I mean, I want that to happen because, as I said, someone made that, which means they'll make more. So yeah, the portal, that specific portal, will die, but who cares? If someone's making them, they'll just do it again. This incentivizes them to do it again, by the way. Or at least, I hope it does. I mean, I can be wrong. They may not do it again. It may have been a one-time only thing. I don't know. But that's really suspicious, actually. Why would it be a one-time only thing? How would they have created these portals? First time on GG going 200 blocks a second on the nether roof. Sure. I mean, if you have what you say you have, I guess. I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't believe you. Like, a lot of it is... that seems easy to fake. You know? I would need to go there myself and see it for my own eyes just to be absolutely certain. But I can't, like, do that on stream. You understand. So, yeah. Oh, well. But that's neat if you have a cool boat phase or whatever. Okay, I built the cat ears arch yesterday at the Cyberpunk base. So many stairs and slabs that are unprintable with what I got. Never again. Ooh. Well, I'm glad you liked it. Let's see here. I passed a stone. No, I didn't have a kidney. I've never had a kidney stone, at least not yet. I hope to never have a kidney stone. I know kidney stones are not fun. A few family members have had them in the past. I'm not personally, you know, I'm sure I'm genetically predisposed to them just like everybody else who would be in that situation, but you know. Hello, S. Menchan. Welcome. Hate pockets of dirt and gravel. They are the most annoying thing to have to get rid of. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Okay. Have you seen the new Hytale footage? As Hytale is going to enter early access soon. Oh, I've not seen new footage. I just knew they were, you know, entering that territory. But I've not actually seen any changes or current state type things. The game is just sort of nebulous sort of thing because of, I've seen the footage of the trailers from way back when, but that was like 5, 6, 7 years ago now. So like, yeah, it's not really recent enough for me to go, yeah, that's Hytale. Like, I just have this idea of Hytale in my head. I gotta wonder, is it close? I don't know. I'm just gonna wait, reserve my judgment for whenever I can actually get it in my hands. You know, it's funny. My mother has been hounding me for a Christmas present this year, and I'm like, I don't really need a Christmas present this year. I don't actually have anything that I want. I'm not actually in a position to, you know, I don't have to worry about it necessarily, like, just whatever, right? Like, most everything that I want, I get on my own. And obviously, you know, I would want to get a Christmas present just for the sake of the holiday. But like, I'm all right with something small, like sheets or clothes or whatever, right? But if Hytale comes out by Christmas or just a little after Christmas time-ish, I mean, I'll throw that into the mix real quick. Like, yeah, Hytale early access, absolutely. I will happily take that. Hytale and Half-Life 3 before GTA 6. Please, God, if you're out there, let that happen. It'd be the funniest thing imaginable. It would be so funny. The rumors currently circulating regarding Half-Life, or whatever Half-Life X is, the rumors are currently, they are planning to announce something this, like, we don't have much year left, but it'll either be this year or the beginning of next, you know, somewhere in the first quarter of next year, possibly the last bits of this year. There's definitely like rumblings going on behind the scenes. Something about them having some kind of like plans since 2022. Yeah, like it's all beginning to kind of look that way. You know what I mean? The Steam Deck, Steam Visor, Steam Bridge, Steam Frame, Steamed Hams, whatever that is, you know, that has given enough buzz to Steam as a whole lately. I wouldn't be shocked if they're smart, they would have put some amount of time and effort behind a project and would be, you know, trying to make something happen. Steam Machine, that's the name. It's such a silly name. The Steam Machine. What, you mean like an old-timey train? I mean, those were machines that were powered by steam. You know, the John Henry Special. The steam shovel. Actually, I'm going to put that there so that I can shear off the floor. This stuff's annoying. I hate deep slate when it comes to mining. Found another portal. It's in a zigzag looking shape. Really? Okay, yeah, definitely someone is fucking around if they are capable of making them in a weird zigzag shape. Maybe it's just the update suppression device, which is not special, by the way. It's a very, very known quantity. It might be the update suppression device, now that I think about it, actually. That might explain the odd nether portal stuff. It may not be that special. Which is sad, but, like, whatever. Suppose it could be worse. Or just patch 119? No, you can do update suppression still. Yeah, I see what you mean. Update zigzag pattern. No, you can still do update suppression. We did it at Space Valk 3. We were thinking about, though we never wanted to really, like, carry through with this idea because it's a giant pain in the ass. There were bits of floating lava and water at Space Valk 3, kind of. And so we were going to be like, well, we could do an update suppression thing on it to keep it from, you know, to keep the water suspended in place. And I took one look at that and went, nah, that's a pain. I don't want to do that. House will prio ban you? Really? Ooh. Well, be that as it may, the machine was really easy to make, and it definitely did as it said on the tin. But, again, I don't really see that being special. Is it considered a lag machine? I don't think it is. I mean, it doesn't anymore. It didn't lag the server when we were doing it. We only did a few blocks. It is a type of lag machine. Well, I mean, if that is what it is, you know. We only did it as a test to see if the machine could even work. And, yeah, we made a block of lava float in midair a few times, and that was it. That was it. It wasn't special. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if that was the update suppression machine. Yeah, it's pretty cool, but, like, I just figured it was kind of public knowledge that this is a thing. It's technically vanilla. Like, it may be a thing that was much like TNT duping and carpet duping, turned off until House had the petition made to turn it back on, because it's vanilla. And it is. It's vanilla, you know, capabilities. Okay, there has to be a quicker way to mine deep slate. This is bothering me. I can shred the stone and diorite and granite like butter, but the deep slate is fucking me up. I hate it. And it's literally, in some cases, it's a block that'll break and then it'll unbreak. Ugh. I should have thought about the deep slate layer. I don't know why I didn't. Oh yeah, and just so the whole thing is sort of shown off. I think it's going to turn out well. The Ocean, or the Archon Retia Arena Shooter is going to turn out pretty good. The only oopsie doozy is this. I accidentally, and I may be able to reroute these, so it may not be as much of an oopsie doozy as I thought, but it may still be an upsie fucksy that I end up having to fix. And that is the random probability devices that are supposed to fire off the ammo alcoves over here. It kind of sort of overlaps with the already existing bamboo farm. So I may just have to take the bamboo farm and pop it on the opposite side here and then give myself some room. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal at the end of the day. But it is a bit of an oopsie fucksy, and yeah. Oh well. I think it's manageable. However, this shit just, it's the present that keeps on digging. The gift that keeps on blocking. All this red bullshit it has to go. And it's very deep into the deep slate. Not looking forward to that, but maybe we can TNT some of this. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter that badly, but God. Let me ask something real quick of somebody. There we go. Trying to see if there is a deep slate or a fast break or some shit that I can maybe make use of. Hey, Pangling, welcome back. Hope your leg is feeling well. There we go. I would say we're probably 65, almost 70% of the way done digging. It will probably be done by the end of the stream, but still. Mojang should have made it so you could insta-mine Deep Slate with Efficiency 5, Netherite, and Haste 2. Yes. Why did they not let us? It's such a pain for a larger project. I mean, this little section's not even that big, all things considered. Like, it's bigger than the previous arena shooter, but still. Yowza. I do not envy us having to do this. Oh yeah, good. Good. Oh well, we'll just have to get it done. The printing will be much, much easier and very straightforward as long as there's space to put it in. That's really why the digging has to occur. We just don't have the ability to make shit happen. Hey Jack, any comment on my knee hack module? NEE hack? What? Okay. I made which detects if there's a shulker in a chest that's it within your render distance, which is helpful for dungeon stashes. What's your comment on that? Shulkers in a chest within your render distance. Is it possible to get data from a chest if you've not opened it? Like, yeah, that would be absolutely amazing if it's possible, but like that sounds borderline unreal to me. Like that kind of sounds like bullshit. Like, how do you know the contents of a chest without having opened it? Because I assume you're flying around, right? You're not actually there. It detects the storage like 1.27 kilobytes chest NBT data. Oh, you're measuring the data of the chest, the size of the data. Oh, that's fucking clever. Okay, yeah, that works. That would probably do it then. Yeah, dude, if that works, yeah, you've just compromised a lot of stuff, actually. It just says if it's a lot of data. Yeah. Makes sense. Okay. Yeah, by all means. I would say that's pretty neat. I would definitely go for that. Granite. Do I have andesite, diorite, granite? Okay, cool. I should probably go ahead and start collecting alternative stone types and other item bits that'll stack, just so that I can make my randomizers, which is the next step after printing. Getting all the redstone randomizers and the other bits in place. Let me get a stack of deep slate while I'm at it. There we go. Yeah, deep slate, diorite, andesite, granite, regular stone. That pretty well scratches the itch, I would say. And uses probability to association to associate shulkers in a chest. Same thing that used in NoCom. Okay. Huh. Yeah. Interesting. It's so OP. Found 12 kits already with 70,000 K of spawn. Damn, dude. Yeah, absolutely. I would keep trying with that. That sounds like that's a lucrative thing to do. You could patrol all of about 100K out from 0-0. You could just patrol all of the 100K area. Or hell, even 200K. And you could just patrol all of that for eternity and steal kits. And just be like, okay, you're not allowed to store shit in dungeons beyond a set amount of distance. Or before a set amount of distance. You know, something like that. Building the Cheesecake Factory. Oh, cool. 250T Cheesecake Factory. Life is awesome. Well, I imagine so. Now, is it an actual factory or is it actually modeled after one of the restaurants? Because, like, I don't know that it's... I'm pretty sure Cheesecake Factory is just a restaurant, right? I've never been to one. I've only ever heard about people talking about it. So, I don't know. But, yeah. Congrats, Firm. It's modeled after the restaurants. Cool. Send me some pictures of that. I want to see how they look. How it stacks up in game. Nito, I see a stream here again. Oh, welcome, Mikotona. I don't know how to say your name right, but yeah, welcome. Minecraft's just so complicated looking now, I don't get it anymore. Oh, it's HD. I'm so sorry, man. I completely forgot. I feel like an ass. Yeah. Thank you, HG. I'm glad you corrected me. I would not have thought about you being HG again. Sorry. It has been a decent chunk of time. But yeah, Minecraft is a very different beast nowadays. Did you hear about Hytale getting revived or sold or saved or however you want to phrase it? Hytale is looking to be the Minecraft rival game, the thing that might yet make Minecraft have to step its game up. God, I hope it does. Hytale and Half-Life 3 before GTA 6, please. Funniest timeline. Okay. Not bad. I'm never around. I have no time for anything. That's how it is, man. Thanks for showing up, though. I appreciate it. QSMK is pretty cute. Thank you, man. I appreciate your efforts. Seriously, you are a hero. Digging out all this Like, you didn't have to do any of this for me, but I appreciate it, man. Holy shit, you've made quite a bit of progress into the deep slate. I don't envy you having to dig out more deep slate, though. I know we're gonna have a lot of deep slate to dig, but I think it'll be worth it. The arena shooter is gonna be a lot of fun. Okay, I gotta break, or not break, rather, my pickaxe. So I will repair the shit out of that. Okay, I don't think any truly devastating dark spots are laying around here or there. It exists, that's all I know, really. I tried playing Minecraft Vanilla and I was bored, so you tried Create and that was overwhelming, so I just went to work a 12-hour day instead. Jeez. Well, Create mod is a little overwhelming. It's a little complicated. As for Vanilla, you really kind of have to be willing to experience whatever Minecraft throws at you. Otherwise, yeah, it is fairly overwhelming. Let me get inside this gigantic structure somehow, some way. Here. Perfect. Shut that, shut that. There we are. Climbed in through the window like a champ. Like a child sneaking out to go to a concert in the dark of night without his parents' approval. Oh, that's the Cheesecake Factory. That looks so good, Firm. Thank you. That. Okay. All right. Where were we? Pop, 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 pop. Gonna do some mending to repair my shit. Was I the only kid that never snuck out of the house? No, I never snuck out either, but I was just joking. I guess in 2B and some other gimmicks, when you were that age, it had some sort of adventure to be ahead, and then someone else defined a goal for us, and voila, we had purpose. Now I just can't stomach making up a goal. It doesn't feel like an adventure, it feels more like a task, just like how it goes. I'm endlessly impressed by those who can find purpose in a sandbox game like this. Yeah, I see. I never snuck out. Yeah, I mean, I never snuck out either. There was never really anything to go do. I don't know. Can I be the first customer? I'll bust out my best suit. Oh, of the Cheesecake Factory. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a good facsimile. I think coming down this way will be quicker. Okay, I'm gonna have to be very careful to not end up blocking these beacons later on with future builds and such, like rooms. But I think that's manageable. I think that's manageable. I really don't know why I'm saving all of this. The ores, I might keep some of it. Dirt, diorite, yeah. I'll probably keep the lapis and redstone just because. But the rest of this, no. Oh, that reminds me, I need to make more torches. I need to be a tortured soul. Here we are. Damn. Let's get some of that. Okay. This should do us for now. Wish I had snuck out as a kid? Like I said, there was never anything worthy of going out to sneak out and do when I was young. Like, nowadays, probably because this area has grown up and developed a lot more. But, like, once upon a time, nah. For a long time, this area was dead. Very rural, very empty. Straight jacking it. Welcome, Link. And by it, I mean my Rippa. Oh my god. Never goon. As some of the people around here would like you to believe. So yeah, what you been up to, Link? I hadn't seen you in a minute. I know you've been busy. Let me put some light right here and put a spot right there. Okay. Can you keep any deep slate coal for you? Yes. I'm glad you said so. Don't hesitate to whisper me in game. QSP. Or not QSP, sorry. QSMK. God. That gets convoluted. But yeah, don't hesitate to whisper me in game if you want me to keep something. I don't think I've run across any deep slate coal yet. I will try to though. I've only seen regular coal. If you want, you could probably just X-ray or, like, use a block highlighter of some kind. It should theoretically be fairly easy to find if you just directly highlight it, I mean. What is BEP? I don't really know, actually. I just know it's a spawn mason thing. I couldn't tell you what it means, if it has a meaning or not. From what I understand, it was a typo of some kind, but it has taken on a life of its own. No, it's easy to get, but technically the second rarest deep slate, and I think it looks cool. Yeah. It isn't, like, when they say it's a rare block, and they're referring to it as a world gen sort of thing, they're not expecting you to be able to X-ray for it. So when they say rare, it's like not likely you'll accidentally run across it, but it is something that you will find to be quite common. Because realistically, you know, statistically, a lot of coal veins will dip down into the deep slate layer, and you will just sort of get it. So like, let me do a real quick search blocks. Add deep slate coal. Invalid? Oh. Yeah, search has the letter R in it. There we go. There's a deep slate coal ore vein right there. Like, literally right here. Provided that I've not... Oh yeah, there's a lot more. Like, it's sparse, but it's there. Like right here. Like, yeah, there's some deep slate coal ore right there. If I turn that off, turn on full bright, remove that. Like, it's literally right there. That's not difficult to find at all. Like, no, when they say it's rare, they're saying from a randomly digging in a cave perspective, you're not going to run across it that often. But when you just straight up look at it in terms of like distribution, yeah, okay, it's not super common. There's like 5 blocks of it right there. So there's like 6 or 7 blocks of it right here. And so on. Like, it's air quotes rare, but no, if you're X-raying for it, you will find a fuck ton of it. So, just is what it is. Turn off full bright so I know where I'm actually lighting things up. Probably gonna play Hytale too. Yes, so am I. Why did I make yesterday's video private? I had to fix something in it. And then I fixed it. It should be up now. It was something annoying, but it's fine. Uni had a nasty breakup, but I'm back. Okay. Not really like to be on Tubi, but any major capacity. Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that, man. But I'm glad you're doing all right. Hey, Momo, by the way, is the radius command not on Tubi, or is it buggy? Radius command? What? What do you mean radius command? Hytale, December 19th. What the fuck? Really? They've got a date? Hytale release date. Surely they have a post. November 17th. Okay. Current state of the game. Our team. Modding. Moving forward. Coming in the next few days. Early access release date. But nothing definitive. Yeah, December 17th, 2024. But that was last year. Not exactly important. And then just a bunch of like, oh my god, we don't know. When is it coming? When is it coming? Like, nothing of note thus far. I would think their website would yeah, I would think their website would say something. No, I'm not seeing a release date like that, man. 6 or 7 blocks of it? No, I did not say the thing. Shut up. It literally was just a guesstimation of there are like 6 or 7 blocks in that little cluster of deep slate coal ore. That was it. Oh my god, that fucking brain rot bullshit has tainted 2 very important commonly occurring numbers. Good god, you people are incorrigible. Touching grass low-key addictive, I don't think I can stop. Okay, well, you know, do you. You do your thing. Do you know Winston? Not really. Like, I know that's an Overwatch character. Is that special? 15 minutes of true Hytale gameplay on the main channel, finally. It's about damn time. I mean, they had no choice but to actually, you know, release it and be very upfront about its nature and where it is. So, like, I'm looking forward to it. I'm greatly looking forward to whatever Hytale becomes. Like, I'm not expecting a miracle, but I'm expecting some fun times, right? Like, is that so much to ask? Is that far-fetched? Dang? Yeah, dang indeed. I don't know. Touch no grass, stack no paper, get no bitches. That is the 2B2T way. There's like 7 numbers that are brain rot numbers now. Yeah, it seems to be the case. Very tragic thing. Maybe the association will loosen up in a few years when nobody really cares about the meme anymore. I don't know. But then again, 69 and 420 are also, quote, meme numbers, and they're just perpetually, you know, referenced. So I don't know. It's also trite. What about 21? Yeah, that's another one, man. That's just another unfortunate casualty to the TikTok culture that we have cultivated. Jeffrey Epstein has released the Trump files. Oh no. Revenge from beyond the grave. I guess. Apparently he and Trump had a giant falling out, and Jeffrey Epstein was very unhappy about it. He mauled quite a bit about Trump. So, whatever. It was so funny I cringed instead of laughed. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, gigantic wall of stone, you are next. We're almost there, man. We're almost there. Keep pushing through. Almost there. We're almost there. Just keep telling yourself we're almost there. We'll make it. This is how I deal with having to dig out large areas. I kind of wish we'd probably used a little TNT, but I don't know. I don't think it matters that much. I don't know that it would be that big of a deal. Winston is the best 2B2T meme for real. I don't really, get the Winston meme. I know that it was, related to a guy who had you-know-what on his computer. And then, as I said, he was an Overwatch character. But, I never really got why that was funny. You know? It was never that interesting. And that Tristan and the gang kept running with it. It was just not that interesting. It just wasn't. Someone I went to kiss the wall. No, Epstein's still alive, chilling on the bench in Tel Aviv. Oh, okay. I see how it is. Just chilling on that bench, kissing a wall. Will you just fucking mine? I hate deep slate blocks. Deep slate looks great for designing and decorating. The people who have dug entire shulker boxes and entire double chests of shulker boxes of deep slate just for their own projects, I feel so sorry for them. There we go. Mess with baritone. Yeah, I probably should use baritone, come to think of it. But I don't know. Deep slate, lol, I'm gonna send you a screen. Cool. Yeah, I'd love to see whatever you've made out of deep slate. But man, what a mess. Deep slate is not fun to get rid of. Been collecting records lately. My collection is 95. Wow. Talk to Mike. Yeah, he loves records. Yeah, he collects vinyls like crazy. I've already gotten all the records in Minecraft. I'm waiting for Lava Chicken to come out so that I can complete my collection again. Yay. More useless discs. Woohoo. You know, it's funny. I got Relic and the other, what is it? It's like the music box. Something or other. I got all that bullshit. Never listened to them once. I got them because they were needed to be collected. I fell heavy telling you to do so many times, but one day I hope it will pay. All right, Zen. Cool. Yeah. Those were words. I know your English isn't great, so, you know, I'm not going to make fun of you or anything, but I genuinely didn't understand what you're trying to tell me, dude. I'm so sorry. I felt bad? Is that what you were trying to say? I don't know. Whatever. It's cool. Don't feel bad. Don't feel heavy. Okay. Since this little area is something of a pocket of air, I'm just gonna fill it in with the junk I got on me. Just so that it isn't that bad. Did you ever eat a Mr. Beast chocolate bar? Nah. Or the burger? God, no, not the burger. Mr. Beast burger? Are you serious? No, thank you. Chocolate is... Chocolate is, like, more ubiquitous. Like, there are a million bajillion different chocolate brands, you know? Some better than others. I don't really stray too far out of the standard. You know, like, occasionally I'll get, like, Godiva chocolate. Occasionally I'll get Nestle. Usually I stick to Hershey's. Like, those are all well and good. But, like, chocolate is pretty universal now. It's not hard to get good chocolate. And for the most part, chocolate is fairly standardized. Obviously, there is gourmet stuff, but for the most part, yeah, you know, what you get is pretty straightforward. That said... Ooh, the Empire Building for Andor. Really cool. Okay, yeah, mining deep slates sucks, I agree. Neat. I look forward to seeing more. But anyway. Yeah, so like, I don't expect the Mr. Beast chocolate bar to be that bad. It's probably just average, if I had to guess. But do I go out of my way to get such things? No, not really. I don't have a reason to care. Like, I was never a Mr. Beast fan to begin with. So I don't have any sort of brand loyalty or whatever the hell. And I don't really care beyond that. So no, I've not seen them in stores. If they happen to be in stores, I don't know. And I've never gone, oh, I gotta get one. Like, no, that's never occurred to me. They're overpriced? Oh boy, well, color me shocked. I would not be surprised to learn that a celebrity, because yes, Mr. Beast is effectively just a celebrity now, that a celebrity manufactured whatever is like overpriced, basically borderline worthless garbage. Oh god, this whole area is dark as fuck, dude. What are you doing? I need some light on the subject here. I've got bats in my belfry. I shall never give you a YouTuber out-of-pocket money. I shall never give a YouTuber out-of-pocket money. Got it. Yeah, wow. Way better than that. My bad for not letting it up. It's alright. It's alright. I got it. This is my job. If you're gonna mine all this crazy amount of stuff, then at least I can do is make it a little easier. I'm the one who even... I mean, people don't really bother making torches that often anymore. Okay. I will... Oh wow, you're way over here now. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. Put that on the ground so that it is at least a little more long-term stable. Wow, we're already cutting into this part. Hell yeah. Another hour of digging, we should be done. It's Alpha Computer's favorite pastime, Digger Dan. I always loved it when he called the game Digger Dan. That was so funny. don't know why I found that amusing. I just did. I miss 2017 Mr. Beast. I'm gonna be real with you. I never watched Mr. Beast, so I don't even know what 2017 Mr. Beast is versus now. Like, has Mr. Beast really stopped being Mr. Beast? Like, is he not just sort of doing the same old, same old? I feel like his repertoire, his shtick hasn't really changed that much. He's still Mr. Beast as far as I can see. So I don't know. Okay. But then again, I was never a fan, so I'm not like an expert or anything. Keep waiting for Smiling Friends to do a Mr. Beast parody of some kind. Well, would Mr. Frog be that? Wait! Holy shit, Mr. Frog is a Mr. Beast parody. Kind of. Like, not a direct parody, but like he's a parody of the archetype. Huh. Fuck, I just pieced that together. Neat. Right, his name is even Mr. Frog, and he's absurdly popular. Wow. How did I not piece that together before now? I'm usually pretty good at figuring out the Smiling Friends references. Topic of the Summer YouTube podcast. Have I ever bought or used personally anything from, like, all the shilling? No. I don't buy stuff. For the most part, if I don't need to buy something, I just don't buy it. Like, I've seen a million Raycon, Squarespace, Fume, Gamer Sups. I've seen a million adverts for all of these places. The plug type stuff. This so-and-so brought to you by, you know, hey, I want to talk to you about sharing your digital information online. And then they go and plug NordVPN or whatever. This funeral brought to you by Surfshark. Like, fuck. I get to the point where I've seen them or heard them so many times that usually I just fast forward the video till it's over. Or I will jump ahead to the not shilling part of the video. I will say this, I am probably not ever going to be taking a sponsorship. Even if my channel were to be way bigger, I probably still wouldn't bother doing sponsorships. Because I just don't give a shit, man. I don't want to be a mouthpiece or a shill for something that isn't directly Minecraft. Hey guys, I'm printing a new coin. It's a Bitcoin. You should go buy it. Like, no. That is not me. I do not do advertising. I do not, like, I don't fuck with shilling of any kind, really. Like, I'm actually quite tired of shilling in general. The world has so much shilling being done on a daily basis. It is very tiresome. Incogni, yes, exactly. Did you know your data is being brokered by a million more billion different people? Yes. You expect me to be able to do something about it? Well, order, services from Incogni. Give us your money and we'll do things for you, probably. Want to be a lord or a lady? Buy this tiny plot of land in Scotland, and now you're going to officially be a lord or a lady. Some scams may apply. And it's just like, I just sort of feel like after the honey and the titles scam and oh hey, here's some deep slate coal right here. I almost said copper. But yeah, I feel like after the honey and lordly titles scams and what was another really big one? And that it's just sort of come out that all VPNs just broker your info instead. Like, after all that shit has come to light, no. I'm beginning to wonder if there's any such thing as a legitimately good, thing of that nature. See a lot of advertising on Reddit, or for RainBet and Crypto Casino on Instagram. Jesus Christ. Yeah, don't do drugs, kids. That includes gambling. Follow a dinosaur page on Instagram doing a RainBet advertisement. Ew. Well, the only thing you can do about that sort of thing is just simply ignore it and say, I will not participate. Because realistically, like, you do what you can to raise awareness and be like, hey, this is a scam, don't do it. But that will only reach so many ears, Actually, it's funny. Speaking of scams, I got a completely legitimate message from PayPal yesterday. And the instant I opened my email, I looked at it and went, oh, this is a fucking scam. There's no way this is real. Turns out it's absolutely legitimate. For the first time ever, my scam sensors were wrong. I got $27 from the government because of an FTC something or other, some sort of a lawsuit that Donald Trump has levied against Amazon and the sort of greater machinery as a whole. Not really sure of all the players involved or what exactly has gone on. This lawsuit sounds vaguely familiar, but I'm not entirely certain what the deal is with it. Point is, this lawsuit paid out, and I got $27 off of it. I don't know why. I don't recall being part of it. I don't know that, like, this is, like, I guess this is a I'm passing the savings on to the American people kind of thing, which is really cool, but I had no clue this was happening, so well, there you go. I got $27, and I was like, there's no way in hell this is legit. Turns out it is completely legit. I don't know. It's just strange. That was the bizarrest thing I had ever seen on the internet. Like, it was almost up there with getting a COVID stimulus check back in 2020. Like, yeah, unironic neat bucks for the coof. This time it was FTC something or other. I don't know what the deal is. I haven't looked into the details. I don't really give a shit, which is why I've not looked into the details. And yeah, that's a thing. I mean, honey gain? No, not honey gain. After having tried it, I'm not going to do it again. I can sort of understand why House gets nothing done, because the crash I had after was absolutely awful. Do not recommend. Interesting. So I'm assuming you did cocaine. I've heard cocaine is an absurdly powerful high. You may think your scam sensors have been perfect, but that's only because you don't know that you've been lost out on trillions of easily free paychecks worthy of, from trustworthy sources. Exactly. And you know what? If I end up avoiding a not scam and missing free money, all because I've dodged actual scams and through protocol to dodge actual scams, that I miss a legitimate thing. If that happens, so be it. I will not be that upset about it, because I would much rather have my instincts be more or less good enough to prevent falling prey to a scam than to go, well, what if it's real? Well, what if I'm missing out on money? Well, that's how the scams get you. Like, you do have to kind of be okay with saying to yourself, all right, there's a chance this could be real, but I'm just gonna not go with it. Fun fact, to make meth, you need ether, ephedrine, anhydrous ammonia, hydrochloric acid, red phosphorus, and a catalyst of potassium iodide. Cool. Good luck doing that in such a way that you don't kill yourself, because you probably will. Because some of those chemicals don't like heat, and they don't like air. Some of those chemicals, like the potassium iodide, is a really nasty oxidizer that will just fucking kill you if you so much as breathe on it incorrectly. So, yeah. Have fun. My email is just genealogy shit. Yeah, but like, I have emails coming from PayPal. Like, of course, I have PayPal stuff. Why wouldn't I? And they'll say your monthly statement is ready, blah, blah, blah. And they'll send me little bits and reminders of this or that. You sent money to Tebex because of 2B2T priority, stuff like that. Like, yeah, I appreciate those emails. They're very valuable. It's great for bookkeeping. But I see a PayPal email and I'm like, well, how do I know this isn't a spoofed email of some sort, shape, or descript? Like, how do I know this is legit? And so, yeah, I did some digging. And as it turns out, yeah, the FTC lawsuit legitimately had a payout. It's fucking crazy, man. I don't know. These are crazy times we live in. What can I say? Are we playing Breaking Bad? No, it's more of a probably shit posting the recipe for meth as like a way to get people in trouble, I think. Because, you know, that used to be in the anarchist cookbook and all that. And I don't think anybody cares anymore. But back in the day, that was like a big detail, or big no-no, or whatever. Whatever. Like how Israel pours white phosphorus onto people. Oh, Jesus, that's fucking horrifying. You forgot about lithium? Oh. They blow. Yeah, they blow up. Those are not fun chemicals to have in your possession. Not just because it'll get you put in jail, but also because they are not fun chemicals in general. They don't like existing. And they will happily liberate as much energy as they can in the vicinity of you. How don't you get bored with Minecraft? I like constantly setting newer and newer goals. I like creating things. I love creating buildings, experiences, all that shit. I love doing that. Minecraft is the perfect sort of vessel for carrying that out. If Hytale had launched years ago, I'd probably be a Hytale player. Because I imagine Hytale, with its promise for modding and all of that, has just so much more opportunity. But I don't know. We're counting our chickens before they've hatched with Hytale. Obviously, it's good news that everything is good, but, you know, we shall see. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Hytale, that is. Molten metal on people using drones. Jesus Christ, that's horrifying. Holy shit. That's like war crime level of awful. I think something like 2B would work on Hytale. Yes, provided they let it exist. And we don't know enough yet. Like, we just don't know enough yet about the structure of how a multiplayer server would function, about how the game itself functions. Like, it's still too early days to be able to say, yeah, we'll have a 2B2T Hytale, or not. I can't tell you right now, man. Even Fit, years and years ago, when he made that video on Hytale and was like, yeah, there could be a 2B2T Hytale. There could be, but there could also not be. I don't know. I would love there to be one. But, right now I couldn't be asked to bother, simply because we just don't know anything yet. I will reserve my judgment for when I can make a more sound, informed judgment. Jack should make a room in this build and call it the Jack Shack. No, that's not what this is for, but like, I get where you're going with that, Penguin. I mean, we're already calling something the Jack Rooms. May as well, Jack's Crack Shack. I could probably do that at some point. But I'm worried about getting the whole thing done. Done and dusted. So far, I've been watching Tango Tech's live streams. Specifically the VODs, because I can speed them up. And Tango Tech's Decked Out 3 does not yet have much progress made on it yet. So, like, the one thing that Decked Out 3 is going to have that we really can't do is audio engineering. Decked Out 3 is going to have a ton of ambient audio and stuff. And I would love to be able to do that for Escape the Jack Rooms too. I just don't see a way of doing that outside of a resource pack of some kind. And if we did a resource pack, then we'd have to distribute it. And also, I don't even know how to make a resource pack. So that's a pain in the ass. And I just feel like I want to get it as a vanilla experience as possible without extra stuff on top. Because then anyone could theoretically play it and experience the same stuff. You know what I mean? Armor stand things they can do on Hermitcraft is dope. Yes. Hermitcraft's armor stands are next level. I really wish armor stand manipulation was vanilla and didn't require a ton of commands and a ton of extra bullshit we can't pull off. It really is a fucking shame that that just isn't a thing you can do. You just can't pose armor stands in vanilla. Like, come on. Come on, man. Throw me a freaking bone here. Oh, well. So yeah, the armor stands, the audio engineering, custom models, because you know they're going to have custom models. Decked Out 2 had a ton of custom models. Decked Out 3 will have even more. Yeah, it's just not... I really want to make Escape the Jack Rooms 2 better than, or at least as good as, Decked Out 3. But, like... the unfortunate truth of the matter is we're just not able to do some things they can. And I'm sad that that's the case, but like, I don't know. I feel like the... oh, shit. I feel like the competition of having another big bad game, even though it's on a completely different server that has nothing to do with me. But I feel like that competition will help to strengthen my game. And at the end of the day, that's the only thing I have control over. So, like, yeah. So I don't know. We'll probably get pretty close. I would like to think. Dr. Zombie's alive. Oh, good. Good for him. Did you get Trump Top on Fitzstein Island back in the 1990s? I wish I knew what half the words you just said are. I mean, I kind of get what you're parodying, but I can't really say yes or no because I'm not 100% certain I understand what you're asking. Which is better, Lord of the Rings or Star Wars? Lord of the Rings. Definitely Lord of the Rings. What, you need to ask? No one cares, but after a long day, I'm now CDL and CFOT certified. Certified forklift operator. And certified commercial driver's license. Good job, TJ. Good job. Those are difficult to get, I hear. I hope. They should be a little difficult to get. But yeah, good job, man. Good job. Imagine the energy needed to keep the metal liquid in air. Okay. I'm not sure what metal liquid you mean. Note block rails and simple music loops. Maybe. Maybe. We could maybe do that. The problem is the fucking... When you unload chunks, rails and minecarts stop moving. So if I had a way to reliably start and restart them, maybe? I don't know. That's not a bad idea, and I definitely want to explore note blocks and rails. I think note blocks and rails would be a reasonably good idea going forward for that. But it's somewhat uncertain right at the moment. Good idea, though. As for keeping it consistent so that it'll always play when the player is in the game, that's just stuff we'll have to explain or experiment with. 2B2T is a little annoying in that regard. Now then, GG on the CDL. I was going to go for that until I started working tugboats now. Ooh, you want to become a captain? Cool. That sounds fucking awesome. Oh, captain, my captain. Oh, QSMK, my QSMK. Oh my god, we're in the final stretch, I can tell. This is just this one back little lower area. And then... I think we got all this. Yeah, we got all this. There's just this chunk in the middle here. Gotta burrow through all that. Push to this back wall here, fix that, and then dig the pit. And then there's this back segment. Oh, holy shit! Oh wow, I'm almost connected up to that. Oh, I didn't even notice. Very neat. And maybe we'll only need to repair our tools one more time. And then I gotta dig all the redstone tunnels. That's gonna be a little bit troublesome, but not like the end of the world. Redstone tunnels are important. Oh, that's got to be removed. Yeah, okay, that's going to be printed. Ah, it's not too bad. Then I got to dig these tunnels, which again shouldn't be too bad. Got to make sure everything is connectable. And then, yeah, printing shouldn't take more than an hour or two. Then I got to calibrate everything. And then I got to go and make the stuff. That's the last annoying thing, is making the arrows and enchanting the bows. But that shouldn't be like... It shouldn't be that bad. I don't know. We'll see. We may be able to play for stream tomorrow. Possibly, we'll see. Or, well, no, tomorrow's Wednesday. Never mind, we won't be streaming Wednesday. We'll maybe do it Thursday then. I think we have enough time to make Thursday a viable chance to play a game on stream. We never really played Ocean's Anomalous' arena shooter on stream. That game was more for just fun and like fucking around. It was not a game we took seriously, unlike Escape the Jackrooms. So like, Ocean's arena shooter was just sort of on a whim. So like, I could absolutely make this a little bit more. But then again, like, this is almost exactly like Ocean's arena shooter anyway. The only difference is it's a slightly bigger area and there are more people. But other than that, all the mechanics are basically the same. Save for the food. The food is different. We don't have a food situation here. We just have a regen 2 beacon. Which, speaking of, I'm going to have to change the beacons back. Or rather, from haste 2 to regen 2. But I think that'll be fine. That'll definitely be more manageable. Holy shit, Jeffrey Fitzstein is available? That's funny. That's so fucking funny. I don't think anybody would, like, immediately get the reference, but, like, maybe a lot of people would. I don't know. Fit is reasonably famous enough you could parody his name and people might get it. I don't know. Depends. I'm going to see if you get some of the monsters of the night. See ya. Okay. Take care, Top Hat. Hat with the top on it. Okay. Yay, Jack. Did you hear last stream there was some imp and 5C at Space Falcon 3 and killed 5 of them? He held some off from destroying the rest. No. I hadn't heard of that. Congrats, I guess? Like, if they're at Space Falcon 3, and we've already destroyed it, by the way, like, who gives a shit? It's already been griefed. Like, it's too late. What's the point? But whatever, if they want to do that, they're free to do that. Once a base is gone, like, that's it. There's not really a point in dwelling on it. Back in the day, you could covertly return to the ruins of a base like a month or a year later and rebuild it in secret, and that would be reasonable to keep. But for the most part, no. Most places are too famous for you to get away with doing that. Also, I kind of got burned out on the end and all of that bullshit. Depends on the people, yeah. I would think a lot of the mainstream Minecraft audience would be probably ignorant, but I don't know. Wasn't his old username Silent Pedro? Yes, it was. Silent Pedro was how I knew him for years before the Russia War. And then suddenly it was Fit. And I was like, oh yeah, he wanted a 3-letter name, and he was into fitness. So he got Fit and Ness. And I just thought, oh yeah, the renaming craze. I expected renaming to just be a fad, you know, just a trend. Like, I never expected renaming to grow an economy behind it. Like, just all sorts of craziness like that. So, I don't know. I was never that big on name changing. The only times I ever had to use name changing was for covert reasons. And for that reason, it actually works pretty well. You have the chance to change your name back to reclaim an old username if you don't want to lose it. So, like, realistically, there's never any chance of you losing a name unless you're trying to juggle names between accounts. That's when things get bad. But, no. Thanks for all the hard work and dedication you have to make these live streams. Okay. Well, you're welcome, Pengling. I appreciate it. That kind of gratitude. That's very rare. People don't tend to say thank you all that often, but I appreciate that. Spending a week in the end was terrifying. I can't imagine months and years trying to not die. It wasn't that bad. You get used to it. But I was not very, like, upset about it. It was just sort of like, man, I want a change of scenery. Man, I want a change of scenery. Because, like, in the end, you only have whatever you bring with you. And the ambient sort of darkness that the end has is just sort of, I don't know, it just is what it is. Like, You know, the end has that sort of passive shadowiness on everything, right? Like, that's just kind of an effect of being in the end. And after a while, not seeing the sun really does fuck with you. It's human nature, even in Minecraft. Here comes the sun. Da, 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 da. Do you have any other names beside Jack and Berserker? Yeah, I have like 3 alts. 2 of which I almost never use because I just don't use them. I'd have to buy prio for them. One of which is a complete secret that nobody knows, and I intend to keep it that way. Having a secret alt in your back pocket is always a good idea. And one of which I used a lot, but I have since lost access to. It was not my account. It was another player's who basically he never used it, and he's just like, here, Jack, you know, whatever. He was in my group for a long time. I could get in contact with him again if I wanted and use the account, but realistically, there's no point. Like, if I'm going to do something, I'm just going to play, you know? Like, I have the 3-month 10% off discount for prio on this account. I don't see a reason to use any other account right now. If I need to get Berserker online, I will just have it wait in the queue. And that'll do it. Till I don't need to. And that's it. But there's nothing of value on Berserker that I really, 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 really need. Like, there just isn't. So Berserker's not really important anymore, so... yeah. It's just kind of how it is, I guess. But I'll still probably end up using the account once or twice before it's all said and done. Before Mojang kills Java Minecraft. I'll probably log into Berserker one final time when we know that the end is near. Where are all the old regulars? I don't know. Here and there. It's hard to say. Bazaka! Yes. Is your IRL name Jack, or is that just a silly name that stuck? It's a silly name that stuck. You have guessed correctly. Jack, do you look like your VTuber model? A little bit, yeah. I would say so. I did design it after me. So there is an element of me in there. My hair is pretty long. It's down to the mid of my back. I keep it tied in a ponytail for convenience. Yeah, stuff like that. I tried to not have a standard anime nose. I tried to actually capture how my nose really looks in real life. You know, like a normal person nose. Not a little dot or a little line or whatever. Like, that is somewhat cute and it looks very cat-like. But like real people have, you know, fully developed noses. Like, it's just how it is. That's one of the things that fully... that's one of the things that a sort of caricature style has kind of forgotten. Like Asmongold's hair? No, he's thinning. His hair is thinning in the front. I'm not, I have a very thick, full head of hair. There's no balding going on here. But I guess his hair in the back is quite long, from what I've seen. For the record, I did it before Asmon did, so... Meh. Alright, where are we at? So we just gotta cut out this chunk, dig the pit, push it back to this wall, and then do the redstone. Oh, I forgot this little segment. That should be really easy to dig. Weird to think you two are about the same age. He is slightly younger than me. He's 35 and I've already turned 36. He was 90, I was 89. Just is how it is. It's what's really weird, and this isn't an Asmongold thing. This is a, oh holy shit, my whole generation's 30-something, 30 plus, like mid-30s in many cases. And the byproduct of that is that a lot of people in my generation are starting to like make really big headlines and are starting to be really big deals in the world as a whole. Like, Asmongold is always talked about. Well, he's in my generation. Millennials are slowly starting to control the world now, behind Gen X. Which is natural, because as the baby boomers get old and die off, well, the next in line is the next in line. And thus, it's so weird to think that in the next 10 to 20 years, we will just be running everything. We'll have to. The baby boomers will all be 100 plus. They'll all be dead. Realistically. Like, it's just how it is. So that's the part that gets me, is that the millennials are gaining more and more and more prominence. And I gotta wonder, is this how it was for the boomers? Is this what they thought and felt? Like, did they slowly go, oh my god, we're running the world. Oh my god, we're the ones in charge now. Like, is that how they thought? I don't know. Oh my god, all the people in my generation are doing something successful and amazing and are, you know, making and shaping the news and saving people's lives and, you know, developing new technologies and blah, 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 blah. You get the idea. Like, it's a surreal thought. And so, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at in regards to, you know, that. One of my former, he's no longer with us, one of the people I really listened to a lot and looked up to was Rush Limbaugh many, 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 many years ago. And one of the things that Rush Limbaugh basically stated was that success doesn't really tend to start coming until your 30s and 40s. And I mean, like, and he's referring to success as in, like, changing the world, you know, altering the way that society functions, etc., etc. Like, that tends to come way later in life. And I can kind of see that. Like, I'm beginning to peek round the corner and go, yeah, this is how the world works. You know, you labor under the thumb of the generation 2 or 3 generations before you, and they rule the world because they earned their right to rule the world. And it just goes on and on and on until you are the old decrepit boomer and everybody's praying for you to die off because they want to rule the world. And around and around and around we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. So yeah, I'm just kind of I've begun to become enamored with that idea, you know? The generation that rules the world will only do so for so long until we can't. Then what? Forever be the voice from my grandfather's car radio. I know. I used to listen to him a lot on my lunch break and stuff. Back when I was working a 9 to 5 and so on. A lot of nostalgic memories and good times. I would like to think listening to Rush is what kept me so grounded for so many years. and kept me from losing my fucking marbles when everybody else was losing their fucking marbles during the pandemic and other such issues. Millennials are turning to their parents. Yeah, exactly how the boomers were. Yeah, like, I can't wait for the Gen Beta and the Gen Gamma kids to come along in 30 or so years' time and go, you had everything handed to you, you fucking millennial, on a silver platter. I can't wait for that, because I know it's coming. You all had it good under the boomers. We had it terrible. Like, I guarantee you that's going to happen. And it'll probably be true. That's the scary part. It will probably just be true. Like, ugh. If the millennials are half as bad as the boomers, I fully expect the Gen Gamma and the Gen Beta kids to lynch us. I really do. Or to round us all up and put us in homes or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe that won't happen. But yeah. If that same vitriol exists for us that we had for the boomers, whoo baby, all bets are off. My grandparents listened to Billy Graham. They were old. Yeah, damn. As Gen Z, I'm terrified to become an old hag. Well, I mean, it will happen one day at a time, Worm. And when it does, it will happen in a way that you're not fully aware of until it's just sort of dawned on you, oh, I got old. But getting old is everybody's destiny. There's no... Unless your destiny is to die young, getting old is inevitable. I wouldn't really worry about it. It's just the way things are. So just make your peace with it as best you can and live your life and have fun. That's the best you got. That's the best anyone has. Don't be too concerned with growing old. You got to the point where you were an adult from not being an adult. Well, you'll spend the majority of your life as an adult. That's just how it is. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. They will live in the pods. Oh god, no, I don't want to make people live in pods. Like, if you lived on a station, let's assume, space colonies and such. Like, even then, you still wouldn't want to live in a pod. You would want to have some sort of, like, normalcy. They will be fish in 6 generations? What do you mean they will be fish? What does that mean? Gen Beta and Gamma or whatever, like, will be the pod and bug generations? I don't think they will be. I don't think that shit's ever actually going to fly. Like, people do not want that kind of a lifestyle. People want a lifestyle they can be proud of. Living in the pod and eating the bugs is not a lifestyle your average person could grow to be proud of. They could maybe grow to be rather complacent, but overall, no. They will not be living in pods and eating bugs. That's not happening. The human condition will not allow for it. I have no doubt that should any such system be put in place, it will not last. It may take a while, but it will not last. Oh wait, shit. Wrong one. Gotta put that there. I have no doubt there will be ignorant fools who look at their circumstances and go, yeah, this is fine, when they're shit tier. But the majority of people will get tired of it. Have you not ever seen the phenomena whereby a few people will start to complain about something, and then it'll pick up steam, and more and more and more people will start complaining about that something until it becomes an overarching, a wave of that? Like, that sentiment becomes the idea that everyone holds? Like, have you not seen that? Yeah, eating the bugs and living in a pod will absolutely become that way. Like, it won't hold up. It can't. That way of life is antithetical to the way people have lived for thousands of years. It's only natural that it will fall apart. A way of life that works in tandem with how humans have lived for millennia, will hold out. But a way of life that is completely the opposite of how humans have lived for millennia will not hold up. It's in our genes. It just is. My apartment has 18 meters squared, which is like 190 square feet. Talk about living in a pod. Yes, but you can go outside and you can eventually, hopefully, get the option to buy a bigger house or a bigger apartment or something, right? The option is not denied to you. Even if it is prohibitively expensive right now, I have a feeling those prices are artificial and will come down. But living in the pod and eating the bugs, that's the lifestyle the rich elite want everyone to live in and have no agency over. That won't fly. That will not fly in the West. People will be complacent for a while, but it will not fly permanently. It will eventually fall over. It can't last. It just can't. We want to feel better, but the world evolves more faster than humans. Kinda, but not really. That's not the situation. That's not quite how I'm reasoning it out. Do you want these diamonds? I'll give them to you, QSMK. Try to get my last little bits of durability to get this last chunk got. Oh my lord. I had no idea this would turn into like a 4-ish hour mining project. Done. Whew. Now we gotta do the pit. Oh yeah, speaking of the pit. That's a show on HBO. Really fucking good show. I hear it's coming back in the new year. Okay, I gotta go repair my pick. I'm gonna light up any spots as well. Ooh, lapis. We lost a lot of lapis investing it into Space Valk 3. So I'm gonna get where I can some recouped lapis. Okay, not bad, not bad. Not too much in the way of ores, but overall a good little effort. Shit. Fuck. I fell in a crack. There we are. Did I see your DMs? Oh no, you're talking about Stone Cold. Okay, never mind. I'm 5'2" and 1/4, and I have to emphasize the extra 1/4. Okay. Thankfully, I sound normal, but being short and having a baby face doesn't help. I mean, you will miss that baby face when you inevitably lose it. Cherish it while you can. It may not, quote, do you any favors, but you will one day want to have it back. So just enjoy it. Don't be so upset if it's, like, say you don't look like you're an adult, you're treated like a kid, that sort of thing. Like, yeah, that's annoying, but you will miss these days someday in the future. Just, it'll be okay. I don't know what else to tell you. A hobbit, oh no. But damn, 5'2" and 1/4. Nah, that's really not like the shortest. In all honesty, like, I worked with a woman who was 4'9" for years, and she was like, I can't even go into the deep end of a pool, and I'm like, damn. Sorry to hear that. I can't help you, but sorry to hear that. Shit, fuck. There we go. Tarted up my own tools on my hotbar. I'm very particular about my hotbar. Got a killer mustache. Good. Good. Look at the top of their head. Your genetic condition will also make you look younger for longer. Oh, cool. I guess that's a good thing. 4'9". Ooh, damn, yeah. Yeah, I mean, 4'9", you know, that happens. There are people who never hit 5 foot. Welcome to the real world. I mean, imagine working with someone who has a form of dwarfism. Like, they may not ever see 4 foot at all. Some of them are 3 foot. 3 foot something. Like, some dwarfism is 4 foot and a half. Some dwarfism's like, I don't know, it sucks. But like, whatever your circumstance, you can almost always find someone who has it worse than you. What the fuck? Where is this XP orb? Why is it buzzing around me? Get out of my face. OM God. Whatever. Okay. We've almost got it all finished. What's left? Oh, right, the pit. That should be the last thing, I think. Well, no, the redstone lines, but like, this should be the last really, really big, oh fuck. Really, really big, thing. I don't think this will be too bad. We'll be done by the end of the stream. And then I'm going to print it all tomorrow. You're at the dead center of 5'9". Okay. Fern receives eternal youth at the cost of being so skinny that all it takes is a gust of wind for it to be knocked over. That happens. Some people are just smaller and more fragile. I don't know what else to tell you. Reminds you of the one guy from the new version of Dexter? Oh. Don't exactly know who that is, but okay. 6'2". Wow, Iris. Damn. I'm just 6 foot. But damn, 6'2" is good. I kind of wish I was 6'2" or 6'3", just to like be even more of an imposing bastard. Because I'm taller than my mother and father both, and I've always I've always sensed a hint of jealousy about it. But like, what can you do? So I would have loved to have been even taller. Tallness is good. I will not lie. Got a mountain man gene, so I can outgrow a hillbilly beard anytime you want. Cool. You're roughly 6'3". Good God. Lucky. Holy crap, you're a machine, QSMK. I don't know what my beard looking. I'm 5 foot. Ooh. Well, that's normal. Oh shit, weren't there caves this was gonna cut into? Oh no, I guess not. Not really a cave, but whatever. It's fine. Anyway, this is the death pit that you can accidentally walk into if you aren't careful. Every arena shooter I've made has a death pit in the middle, or somewhere in a reasonably noticeable place, but you better watch it. You'll die. Chin beard hair is red, jaw beard hair is brown black. Oh. cheek is bright and shiny yellow. My mustache is a bright gold. Huh. Interesting, Link. You got some redhead in you, that's for sure. Not unless the power goes out. Okay. Avs leaves the adults to talk. Damn, Neo. Damn. That's mean. Well, hey. You'll be a grown-up one day. Don't worry, Azardix. Don't rush it. Enjoy your childhood. Had a beard one time last year after my fiance died. Oh, yeah, that's right. Only a few months and you shaved it. Oh, okay. Fair. Just don't get into a mental spot where you associate having a beard with having lost. That can be very, very mentally devastating. I won't. Okay, good. Saw a guy who looked 6'9" and had a concert 3 years ago. Jesus Christ. Tall man. He's a basketball player. Although that's pretty short for a basketball player. If you can believe that. 7'9" and white. Holy shit. 7 foot. That's crazy. You like having a beard. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, 7'9" is just... it's too big. You know, that's just beyond impractical. Like, there are some heights and sizes that are just not worth having. Yeah, it's bigger than whatever, but like, at a certain point, height and size become unwieldy. It's just too much effort and trouble for not really enough payback or payoff. Met somebody who's 7 foot before. I had to look straight at, oh yeah, I know, straight up. I bet. Not even being 5 foot and they're 7 foot. Yeah, 2 foot difference is like, it can't even really be described adequately. It reminds me of when I was young. I got taken to a petting zoo. We had a like a juvenile elephant that was like not quite, like it was bigger than me, but it was like a foot taller, and I was like, oh my god, and elephants get way bigger than that. I couldn't even imagine it. So yeah, it would be like me looking directly up at an elephant. You met the wrestler Kane one time. He's 7 foot. Damn. He's currently a mayor. Okay. IZ. You're okay with your height? If I was a dude, I wouldn't be. Yeah, fair. 5 foot to 5'4" is normal for women, so you're probably fine. Ultimately. Ah, damn it, gravel. You would think there wouldn't be that many gravel pockets this far down, but you'd be wrong. Medically, it can cause problems, yeah. You're 2 foot 2 something, okay. Yeah, I believe that, right. I don't think there's any such human in all of recorded history that has been only 2 foot tall. And I don't mean a child or a baby who is yet to fully mature or grow. I mean like a fully grown person who is only 2 foot something. Like, no, I don't think that's possible. Unless it's like an extreme medical anomaly. But I imagine that person's lifespan would be impacted as a result. What celeb should I guess? What do you mean? Met your favorite celeb a couple weeks ago and he's 6'3"? Jesus. Yeah, what's the celeb? Smack. Break my neck just to get up on the fucking ledge. Not The Weeknd, another celeb. Okay. Who is that? Who is it? His name is Zach Baggins. He runs the Ghost Show Adventures. Or Ghost Adventures. Okay. The show Ghost Adventures. God damn. Words. Well, that's cool. I didn't know he'd be that tall. My dad likes watching those ghost hunter shows or whatever where they like unexplained phenomena or whatever the name of the series is. Ghost anomaly, ghost phenomena, something like that. Oh god, server not responding. No, please. No, please, don't die, server. Server, please, no. Yeah, it's the server. It's not my connection. Oh, we were so close. Come on. Just kick me already, dude. Just fucking kick me, server. Just please stop having an aneurysm. Do I fuck with the band Ghost? Never heard of them. This Indian woman is 2'1"? Oh, shit. Then that has to be the results of a genetic disorder of some kind. I also met an Impractical Joker. Oh, cool. I was never a fan of the show Impractical Jokers. They always seemed very mean-spirited and not very much fun, but whatever. Looked it up. The shortest person is 1'7". He was a Nepali man who lived from 39 to oh my god, he lived that long? Huh. Okay, I guess I'm wrong. Poop boobs at it again. I guess. House. Well, here I am, waiting like a fool. Server's back. All right, cool. Here I am, waiting like a hurricane. All right, we got it. Now you have to McFucking kill yourself. Smile. I love that. So the reason I put that there is on the off chance, so like at the mouth of the pit, you could theoretically from this direction fall running this way and land on this ledge down here and not die. This is supposed to kill you. This is supposed to be far enough to kill you. And if you do that, you can jump down to here because you'll get the regen from the Regen 2 beacon. You can jump down here and survive and be at the bottom of the pit. Well, if you are in the game and we're running and you survive, I don't want you to survive. You have to end it all. And so that's what the lava bit is for. And so you can't return your bow, which is not really that big of a deal, but you know, that's it. Thank you again, QSMK. Seriously, holy shit. I would probably be doing this tomorrow if you hadn't come and helped. Like, I would still be doing this. Oh, what a mess. So yeah, I'm glad that got more or less finished. Now I have to dig Breadstone lines, and that's not so bad. Like, it's just little tiny 1x2 areas, but still. Oh, what a mess. I wonder who's mining me now. Who? The IRS? That was such a controversial statement to say back in the day. That was from, I always feel like somebody is watching me by... Fuck, what was that guy's name? I always feel like somebody's watching me. And I got no privacy. Oh, whoa. I forget the name of that singer. And people would make fun of him because, you know, paranoia and stuff. But, like, as it turns out, no, the IRS legitimately would monitor people and spy on them. Like, they're allowed by some fucky law. Could have grown to 9 feet and he died because he kept growing after he passed from a blister infection. I was like, damn. Oof. Yay, old-timey stuff and their lack of medical ability. Oh well. Alright. Why did I not use TNT to dig out the underground? We probably should have, if I'm being honest. But it wasn't, like, absolutely mandatory. And it got a cleaner sort of area, and we were able to light it up so that I can, you know, do all of this without having mobs be a big deal. Because mobs would have absolutely have been a problem. Be around for maybe 5-10 minutes before you get... Okay. Cool. And so now I'm just digging out the redstone lines, or where they will go anyway. I got the okay from East for my little museum. Okay, cool. Sure thing. Yeah, I can't wait. Make your map art museum. I love that. Every base I'm at should have a map art museum, because there are just so many good ones. George Washington arguably only died because of old-time medicine being terrible. They bloodlet him over something that was probably just respiratory infection, and he died because of that. Damn. Huh. I still want to find out how old mountain people lived so long. From family research, a lot of time the old mountain families lived really long. Probably herbs and good climate. Yeah, little column A, little column B. I'm sure they had a decent understanding of how to properly take care of themselves. Some other level of understanding that your average person kind of didn't have. It was just a different time, man. It's just a different time. Okay, so... After this... Oh, this is the door. Yeah, this is that door that'll shut. I always feel like Pop Bob is watching me. He's spying with lightning. Oh, whoa. Ooh, man, I should make that into a parody song. That would be so funny. First thing I'm going to print is all the glowstone so that it lights the area up a little better. Oh, yeah, the barrels and the hoppers. I've got to do that. And then somewhere in here, I'm going to have to make a maintenance shaft or a maintenance area to, like, access all the things so that I can, like, dump arrows into spots where arrows need to be, etc., etc. All right, well, I'm done. This was quite a lot of work, way more than I expected it to be, but it got the area more or less prepared. The designing is done. Yeah. Oh, shit, that didn't get dug. We gotta diggy that. That's not too bad. Okay. Oh, nope. Ow. Whatever, I'll worry about that later when I've printed some of this stuff. Ha. Alright, well, I'm gonna call this good for the evening. You have a dozen relatives that live to 90 plus. Cool. Naturally, I would fall on the one spot where you could just fall and fall and fall. I think the best place to dig the redstone is from the very top. Oh, crap. Where am I? So here's the on-off switch. So I should probably start here. There we are. Oh, shit. This thing goes back down this way. Huh. Okay. Then on into the belly of the beast. I'll worry about that stuff later. You all have a great night. Thursday, we will probably have this all finished, and you'll get to see it. So yeah, y'all have a great night. Goodbye. Have fun. Take care, etc., etc., etc. And yeah, hopefully 2B will. You know, this hasn't been a very no servery November. Let's hope it stays that way.